Hello everyone, this is Sham and this is part 23 of the World of Warcraft playthrough. In this video we're going to be finishing the last few quests in Western Plaguelands, which will be about half the video, and then the rest of the quests will be just the beginning quests in Eastern Plaguelands, and that's what we're going to be doing for the next few videos. Although for the next few videos we're going to be going into a lot of different instances. We're going to be going into Armory, which I think is the next video, then the Cathedral in Scarlet Monastery, and then we're going to be going to Scholomance, which apparently takes an entire video because Scholomance is an incredibly long instance, especially when people die and run back or go AFK or DC. It's just, the thing is, it isn't even that long of an instance compared to last expansion, or before the Cataclysm. It wasn't that ridiculous of an instance, especially when you consider Blackrock Depths and those kind of places as being very, very long instances. But considering they cut everything down into like mini instances, now Scholomance is probably one of the biggest ones, but are still in one massive chunk. Because I think they even split Stratholme into two instances, I think, but that was like an hour and a half if you were on the same level and people died and DC'd and stuff. The quest we got here is we have to hunt a Thessarian. It's Ace in the Hole. We've managed to push the Alliance back, and now we need to take Thessarian down in order to end the Alliance presence in Andorhal. Unfortunately, the way we have to do that is to fight through a mass amount of mobs. You will get a lot of experience doing this, and you will get all these Forsaken guys helping you. By the way, if the Forsaken die, I think they die for good, but if the Valkyria dies, as you probably saw there, it respawns, and they do take a lot of beating for you if you're finding yourself in low health and you're getting whacked. Once you actually get to the end of this massive stream of troops, you will find just Lurid, apparently Thessarian's right-hand man, because he just kind of looks like a skeleton right now. Apparently he's dead, and Thessarian has left Andorhal, which leaves Andorhal for the Scourge. Now, as you probably see here, Sylvanas is here, and now Kaltira Deathweaver is going to have some cheek right now, because Kaltira Deathweaver is going to come down here saying, well, Lady Sylvanas, I managed to win Andorhal for you, and Sylvanas isn't too happy about that, because Sylvanas was the person who actually managed to fight Andorhal and had to come all this way in order to make sure Andorhal didn't fall to the Alliance because of Kaltira Deathweaver's friendship with Thessarian, which prevented him from taking Andorhal like a week ago, or at least a couple of days ago. In-game time, not the actual, questing time, because that would be insane. But yeah, she's not very happy, which then causes her to decide to send him back to Undercity for some readjustment therapy, in order for him to understand where his allegiances lie, which basically just means brainwashing. Yes, he's going to brainwash a member of the Knights of the Even Blade, and I'm not quite sure the Knights of the Even Blade, if they heard about this, would be too happy about a former knight, because I don't think he's allied. He might be allied with Knights of the Even Blade, but he's more allied with the Horde now. I'm pretty sure that they wouldn't be happy that Sylvanas is deciding to create her own brand of Death Knight, completely and utterly subject to her own orders. And I'm pretty sure Thessarian wouldn't be too happy if he heard from Sylvanas. To be honest, of all the things I've seen Sylvanas do through playing leveling with the undead questing experience, I'm finding that she's going to get her comeuppance sometime in this expansion, or at least the next expansion. I don't see her surviving or continuing on in her current state, because she's both threatening the Horde right now and she's threatening Alliance, and eventually something as bad is going to happen to her. She's not making many friends. Okay, the quest we got here, I did talk over some of the questing there, but it was basically just going to a cauldron and then picking up some items from the Gaharons withering there, just around the areas there in the houses. The quest we got here is Cult Orders. We need to get the Cult Orders from the cult leader here, who is just in the centre there, Blood Elf female, who is just in the centre of that massive sort of summoning circle. You kill her and then you can just loot off her corpses, the Cult Orders, just to learn what the hell the cult is actually doing this close to the Forsaken Town and Andorhal, and what they're doing outside of Scholomance. And the other quest is Zenkiki and the Cultists. We need to save captured plague bears. Apparently the reason Zenkiki was such a terrible druid before is because he's not really a combat druid, he's more of a healing druid, which means he is very, very good at healing. And the real reason actually that they've decided to make him into a healer, because apparently healing spells never miss, and he is terrible if he doesn't have anything that doesn't miss. And the other quest is Students of Krastenov. We need to go into this the cave here, and kill the monstrosities that apparently the Cult of the Damned have been making inside this area. They're found all over the place, and there's no real place. You don't have to go very, very deep in order to collect all the, or we don't have to collect just to kill all the required mobs. What was I going to say? Yeah, this cave used to be a cave for farming the disgusting oozling. Like, there were a lot of different oozes in here that dropped the pet. Now you can't get it anymore, and the mobs have been moved. Well, you can still do it. You can still farm for the disgusting oozling almost anywhere now, I think. I'm not quite sure how that works. I did a video on it, so if I look back, I'll probably find out. But you can go to Swamposaurus is probably the best place to find a disgusting oozling. At least I think that's where the place you can find them now, because that cave is no longer available. Yes, so when you've completed those quests, you just come back to Mender's Stead, hand in the quest, and these are the last quests, I think, for the Western Plaguelands experience. Yeah, that was it, and now we need to go to Eastern Plaguelands in order to continue our questing experience. Now, the quest we have to do in order to get to Eastern Plaguelands is just to talk to the Worgen mother, I think, or grandmother, who is the leader of this little cart, like gypsy sort of cart. Yeah, just above the Andorhal River here. Fiona here. You get 2 quests. Apparently, these are her sons. I don't know how they was. I am not even sure if they're her sons or adopted sons. Most likely adopted, because I really don't want to know how the fuck that actually happened. But she managed to have a dwarf and a blood elf as a son. The quest we got here is Gidwin Goldbraids. We'll find Gidwin just above here. He's stuck in a web, and there's tons of like these undead spidery things. I know the names, but I forgot what the names are called. And apparently he fought and killed 4 of them, but managed to get managed to get trapped by the 5th one. And now we have to go into the Terrorweb tunnel in order to collect 8 crypt bile to prove to someone, or we have to. Apparently it's for some sort of gift or something, or just because he just wants revenge. I'm not quite sure, but you have to go into this cave here in order to kill 8 of these crypt walkers in order to collect the crypt biles. Now, this if you actually go through all this tunnel here and go to the other side, on the other side of the tunnel you'll find yourself close to Stratform. It's one of the shortcuts apparently that you could go from the eastern side or western side of Eastern Plaguelands to the eastern side, but no one used it because you can't actually be mounted in here, and it's just one of these, like, it's just one of something connecting, but you can just go to the north if you want to. But I don't know why anyone would actually go for this tunnel. I think it's just there for the sake of it. Yes. As you probably just saw there, I did disconnect, which then led to the situation where I'm spawned in the middle of the middle of this cavern, which means I have to kill a lot more spiders than I actually freaking needed to, because for some reason I decided, nah, there's no real point just finishing this. I decided, I'm just going to DC right here, or log out right here, and when I come back in the morning they won't have any situation where I'll have to fight my way out in a long and arduous journey. Well, it eventually didn't work out that way, and I had to fight my entire way out of here, and it did take quite a while to do so. I don't know why I'm still using my bear. My spider would probably be better for this. I think I've actually got a I'm at my current level now. I think I can actually get a new pet, so I might be taming a new pet in one of the new videos coming out. Especially when I go back to the game now, I'll tame something new. I'm not quite sure what I want to get yet, but I've already got a spider. I've already got a bear, so I don't know. Maybe a wolf I'll tame. So after you complete that. After you complete that quest, the dwarf here wants us to collect some Banshee's bells in order to give as a gift to Fiona, because apparently Fiona isn't very happy that they've been so long when she wants to go somewhere. When she wants to travel further into Eastern Plaguelands, and they've just gone off to just kill Scourge, and she's worried about them. So this is just a gift in order to make sure that she doesn't bite their heads off. And since she's a Worgen, I think that's quite a legitimate concern at this point. So after you complete that quest, you have to go all the way back down, hand in the quest into Fiona. You can either do this, you don't have to do this, you don't have to hand in the quest immediately, but because it's already on the way in order to complete the quest for Tirana's Sunstrike, you might as well just come back and hand in the quest. And we're level 41 now, so yes. And we just got an upgrade. Yes, we did. And I think this is the end of the video, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you in part 24 of the playthrough. If you want to like the video, please like. If you want to comment, please comment. If you want to subscribe, please subscribe. If you want to follow me on Twitter, there's a link in the description below. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you again. Peace out.